Biodiesel's been around since I think it was before the turn of the century, late 1800s. At least by 1900, Rudolf Diesel was running his diesel engine on peanut oil. That was the plan. The farmers could grow the fuel that they were using in the agriculture. So they'd grow their own fuel for their equipment, and it was going to be sort of a permaculture sort of thing. It's been 100 years, but we're finally getting back to a very, very, very simple and prehistoric technology. I mean, there's nothing to this. This is as simple as it gets as far as the internal combustion engine goes. Vegetable oil was the plan from the beginning, and we just got distracted.
Every kind of vehicle that you could have burn biodiesel has burned my fuel successfully, from little teeny tiny cars all the way up to big tractors and stuff.
The nice thing about it is biodiesel, you can drive up to the pump and you can pour it in a fairly new car and just drive it. You don't have to do anything to the car to make it work. It's just like diesel fuel.
Everybody's doing it for a different reason. Some people are looking at it from the environmental issues. Some people are looking at it for political issues. Some people are looking at it just simply because it's American made.
Why do I use alternative fuels? Oh boy, why don't I use? It's just doing the right thing. I mean, zero emissions. It's keeping money out of the oil companies' pockets. If it were easier to buy, I'd use it, 100%. But unfortunately, it's not at every station. But no, I just feel a lot better about it.
I'm Ray Newkirk. I'm co-founder of Pacific Biofuel along with Brent Laucher. I started building a little tiny backyard processor about 1999 when we were making biodiesel in 55-gallon drums. But at the same time, it kind of felt like, well, we're not really making that big of a difference. If it's a little handful of people who are using the fuel we're making, what do we do to actually make a difference? And that's when we started up a distribution business. Our client base is growing continuously. We're getting more and more people on all the time. And it's really great. We're so stoked to finally have a station that we can call home and sell fuel from. As far as how we're working with other people in the area, Jorah from Mountain Feed Farm Supply buys fuel from us, and he's just a totally awesome guy too, man. The whole setup that he has up there, is solar pump and
solar-powered biodiesel pump, because we use these two panels to collect energy from the sun, route them through this wire into the batteries that we store in here. Then this wiring loom runs the pump and the meter on straight 12-volt DC. So this is 100% solar powered. There's no AC power, grid power that comes into this system at all. I learned about biodiesel just recently. I mean, this is recently. I didn't know about biodiesel probably but 3 years ago. Oh, wow. And realized, well, this is a practical application. We can actually put this into use right now. The only issue is it's not available. I mean, you can find it, you can make it, but if somebody has a diesel vehicle and they want to go buy it, there's nowhere to go. That's why we opened up Mountain Feed and Farm, was to provide some of the services that historically weren't available to the general population. Now we get, I mean, you don't have to be a backwoods hippie to run alternative fuels. You don't have to go collect grease. You can just pull in and fill up in your, we fill cement trucks and tractors and doctors and lawyers. I mean, we get everybody. It's really pretty cool to see that once we made it available to the public, they were ready to see it, and now people are using it all over the place. Our whole business runs on alternative fuels. Recycled fuel is a very common one, especially for home brewers. So you would collect grease from a restaurant, a deep fryer from a fast food or a Chinese food place, and refine that at home.
This is all you need to make biodiesel. Is drain opener, red devil lye, sodium hydroxide, methanol, which is race cars burn this for fuel, and then vegetable oil. Making biodiesel is easy. What I did is I just stumbled across an ultimate, simple, easy way to do this. And I'm in the process of patenting that ultimate, simple, easy way. And then once I have that patent, then I'll market it and distribute it. And you can see how clean and pure and sweet that is. And then if you look at, this is petrol diesel. And petrol diesel is rated as the dirtiest fuel in the world. You can see how much sediment and gunk is in the bottom of that just rolls around. That's what you put in your tank from the gas station.
People give us a call or shoot us an email through the internet asking, I have a biodiesel and I'm going to be moving to Santa Cruz, and what else can you tell me about it and stuff. So we've definitely been pretty in tune and in touch with educating people whenever they call or have a question. So I think it's becoming more aware. People are becoming more aware all the time.
Yeah, somebody's pushing it out there pretty hard. You know, in 1990s, one year we used 500,000 barrels or gallons of biodiesel, and last year I think it was 75 million gallons. So I mean, it's definitely increased. The military, the U.S. military, is the #1 consumer of biodiesel in the United States.
Yeah, right now, this is the best solution that I see that I can implement. As soon as there's something better, I'm out. Biodiesel has a lot of problems.
Biodiesel is not going to save the world, but it's a niche market, and it's a small niche that's global. You know, it's not gonna fuel every vehicle on the planet, but you know, whatever it is, 1%, 2%, 3%, doesn't really matter. It's turning a waste product into a resource, and that's the real value of biodiesel.
So if we do a little biodiesel, a little ethanol, a little bike riding, a little walking, you know, it's just kind of one piece to a bigger puzzle, is the way I see it anyway. So right now it's a service that we can provide, get people off of petroleum products like right now, and hopefully we'll come up with something better in the future.